today I wanted to show you my finalized Ruger AR556 and kind of its journey up to 1,000 rounds, and kind of the journey I went through with this rifle up to its first 1,000 rounds, and some of the upgrades that are on it, some of the upgrades that have been added since the last video. You're going to see this gun featured a little bit more on this channel when we go out and do some actual shooting type videos, but this is going to kind of be a mixture between the journey to 1,000 rounds with this gun and also the overview of this gun for the Armory series. So I'm going to start out. We bought the gun a couple months ago, probably back in February. It was $600 out the door, extra $100 with the Magpul upgrades. Now, for $700, I just kind of picked it up on a whim. I wasn't thinking that this was going to be, a battle-proven rifle, and I was proven wrong. So, basically, quick overview on the upgrades. Again, it's the Magpul stock, the Myad hand grip, and the Slimline carbine length front handguard. I'm going to try to go over this pretty quick. Traded out the Ruger flip-up sights for a Troy Industries folding sight. Traded out the charging handle for a BCM Ambidextrous charging handle. Also traded out the flash suppressor for a CMMG CV brake. Much nicer brake. A lot of the gas, or pretty much all the gas, comes out the side here, and then there's two ports at the top to help push the barrel back down. This is an absolutely great brake. However, people at the range next to you will complain. Now, that's all well and good, but still gonna shoot. As you can see, still has the EOTech like you saw in the other videos. And in the bottom of the grip here has a bottle of lube. So, the journey to the 1,000 rounds, and kind of why that's kind of applicable to this rifle is we took it out first time shooting it. Absolutely loved it. Barrel's good. It's a 1 in 8 twist, cold hammer forged barrel. Love it. Good barrel, especially for the price point. It's it over compensates. Like I said, I think it's a much better barrel than the Smith & Wesson competitor to this rifle offers. But here's the problem. We took it out shooting a couple times. Loved the gun. Like I said, it's accurate for what it is. And let me tell you, everything I say in this video is prefaced by, this is a budget entry-level rifle. The other rifles you're going to see on this channel are obviously, far superior, but they're also triple the price. So for this gun, I was very impressed. But as we kind of kept shooting it, I wanted to try to push this rifle and see what upgrades could we do to really get the most out of this rifle, and see how accurate we can get this rifle, in a budget, entry-level configuration. Now, that test, or that kind of quiz, ended up costing me about $800 in upgrades, not including the EOTech. So, like I said, we got $100 for the Magpul accessories. We got a Spikes tactical bolt in there. I'm going to break this rifle apart in a minute and show you. Spikes tactical bolt in there. That's about $200. The charging handle is almost $100. And a Geissele 2-stage 4.5 pound trigger, which is also $170. So, flash suppressor was $65. So it got up there quick. Ended up spending more upgrading this rifle. But here's the thing. People are probably out there thinking, oh my God, well, he spent, Daniel Defense money on that gun. Yeah, I did. But we have Daniels. I've got a different gun I just picked up today. It was $1,500. So, like I said, the money aside, I kind of wanted to see if with the right upgrades we could get this gun to function and shoot accurately the same as like a 1 in 7 twist barrel Daniel or BCM. So one of the first things I noticed about this gun when I first bought it was the bolt sucked. As I was cleaning it for the first time, the firing pin retention pin right here came out super easy, but was an incredible pain to get back in. So that was replaced pretty quickly with this Spikes Tactical chrome line bolt. Much better bolt carrier group. You know, comes with the firing pin, everything like that. I think it's just under 200 bucks. Much better bolt, cycles much better, and everything like that. So that was the first upgrade. So we have one range trip, first range trip, and a second range trip actually. Gun totally stock, like the gun a lot, okay? Second range trip, you know, gave up on the bolt and traded out this, third range trip. Between the second and the third range trip, traded out the bolt for the Spikes Tactical, took it back. Saw an increase in accuracy, okay, saw an increase in performance, however, you know, not enormous, but noticeable. But it still wasn't keeping up with, you know, some of the combat rifles or, you know, battle-proven rifles. So put my money where my mouth is once again. I seem to do that a lot with these guns, and went with the Geissele trigger. That's when the CMMG SV brake got put on to really try to keep that barrel down, and the Geissele trigger went on as well. This is a super nice trigger. You probably obviously won't be able to tell on the video, but it's a 4.5 pound pull, 2-stage. So the first stage up to there, if you can see that, it's 2.5 pounds. Then as you can see, that last, super nice trigger. The only bad thing about these triggers is now I want one on everything I own. Absolutely amazing trigger. So took it back to the range. Now we got the Spikes Tactical bolt, the Geissele, and the muzzle device. Huge improvement. Again, another huge improvement. Was getting, you know, really good groupings. Sorry, it also has a CMMG buffer tube and spring, I just remembered. Really good groupings, absolutely flawless performance, and thought that was good. You know, like I said, I'm overall really happy with this gun. Even at its original $600 configuration, it's not a bad gun. You know, like I've shown you in previous videos and my initial review, you know, this gun will probably stay as a patrol gun still. You know, for the price, I'm not really super worried about it getting banged up. I'm not really. It's okay when I say it's not as accurate. It's not as accurate as something with a fluted barrel, or, you know, something that costs $1,500. It's just not, you know, and that's not what Ruger's going for. But it's still an accurate gun. Even in the $600 configuration, you know, it still is shooting all A zone shots, which, if you don't do law enforcement qualifications, that basically means it's all what they would consider center mass, and the highest points you can score on your qual. So it's not bad. Like I said, when I say that I put a lot of money into upgrading it, I say I put a lot of money into this, and I don't want you to get discouraged if you love this rifle or you just bought this rifle. It's an absolutely great rifle. I just kind of wanted to see how far I could push it with the upgrades to, you know, make it amazing. And it's pretty close. You know, like I said, it's still not, you know, the best rifle in the world. It's still not a Wilson Combat that's been handcrafted and things like that. But, you know, and yeah, I went a little bit overboard on the upgrades. If I was you and I wanted, you know, I was going to buy this rifle, I would definitely budget some money to upgrade the bolt carrier group, because that was the absolute worst part about it. So, you know, throw some money in, update the bolt carrier group if you can. You know, it's a couple $100, 150 or so, depending on which one you go with. Spikes Tactical makes a great one. BCM makes a great one. You know, there's others, but that for me is the only essential thing, because the bolt carrier group was kind of gritty, kind of didn't give me a lot of warm and fuzzy feelings inside. So, like I said, don't get discouraged. Still love the gun. Couple of the other things I forgot. The only other thing I forgot to mention is right here, the single point slim adapter. I have a BCM quick detach sling adapter coming for it, which I'm not going to make a whole new video just for that. That's why I kind of just went ahead and did this. But like I said, still enjoy the rifle. It's still going to be part of our rotation. I'm not going to get rid of it. You know, for what it is, I'm still very happy with it. Now, it'll still be in my rotation. Still probably carry it for work, because like I said, for the price, I'm not worried if it really gets banged up. I kind of like my stuff staying nice, but you know, I'd rather bang this up, or you know, God forbid I was ever in a shooting with it and it goes to the DA and the crime lab for, you know, what do they call it, evidence, and you know, they hold it for like 3 months. It's a huge pain in the ass every time you get in a shooting. So you know, I'd much rather this go in through that process than, you know, one of my prized $1,500 or $2,000 guns. So like I said, that was the armory video, my journey up to 1,000 rounds. Still love the gun. Like I said, 1,000 rounds through it, still operating great, and would still definitely trust this gun with my life. No issues about it. All right, guys, if you have any other questions, please feel free to ask. There's going to be more videos coming. We're going to be updating these armory videos slow and steady, but keep an eye out, and see you soon.